Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's health-wise, it's a better day for me. I'm slowly feeling better. Now my husband is sick. So if you could pray for him or send energy to him, that would be great. I'm fine now. For the most part. I want to go ahead and go out on a limb and express something that I know I can do. Now, that doesn't mean, bombard me in my private messages, and all that when I say this. I am a psychometrist. Now, some people will look up that word and they'll be like, oh, so you study nerves? No. I'm a psychometrist. It is spelled differently. And, it's having the ability of reading the past, present, and future of a person, a place, an object, or situation. So, I chose not really to wear a lot of makeup today because I was busy trying to take care of my husband. So, anywho, I noticed that, I'm going to try to pull my hair up a little better. I noticed that, for the past couple months, I knew that I kept getting anxiety before I would start driving. I known for quite some time that something was off. I had a feeling. Every time I got in my car, I felt terrified. Now, a lot of people say, oh, you're just a nervous driver. It's okay. No. No, that's not always the case. I have full faith in my abilities of driving. I mean, I willingly went to defensive driving school. I know what I can do and how to deal with an accident if I should ever get into one. So, with that being said, my abilities of driving was not in question. It was how everybody else is driving. There. That looks a little better. And it's nice and tight. So, the thing is, I knew I was going to get into a car accident. All along, with my car having these little hiccups, I call, all along, I thought it was me, my car, that was going to get into it. But, I had maybe, well, there was an incident, a close call, if you will. When I was in the car with my mom and dad, because, it made sense for me to carpool with them, to dinner. So, people are just not paying attention. I mean, I understand it's retrograde and all, but holy crap. I mean, people are just on their own nerves. And if they're not on their own nerves, they find a reason for somebody else to be on their nerves. people just need to find a chill. They need to chill. That's all. That's all there is to it. But the thing is, I did get in a car accident on Saturday. And after we had that fender bender, it was my husband, my sister, and I. We were going to Busch Gardens, and this dummy, I'm gonna censor it. This dummy, she just rammed us. Now the frame, there's damage to the frame, so that poor thing, it's a new car, and it's totaled, thanks to her. Yeah, I wish I could just contact her and be like, what were you thinking? What were you doing? What were you doing in the car other than doing what you were supposed to do? What were you doing? God. Now, ever since then, you know, I don't have anxiety in driving anymore. Yeah. I don't have the anxiety anymore. I can drive calmly. Enjoy my music. Chill while I'm driving. I enjoy driving again. So there's a silver lining to that. But there's a lot of bad things that followed after that day. I mean, I don't want to get into it. I really don't. I don't. But yeah. So if you are a sensitive and you're having random, I guess, epiphanies, deja vu. Now, deja vu is good. Deja vu is good to have. Because if you're having deja vu, you are going through, you're in that moment where you need to be at that precise time. Things are in sync. Things are in line. Honestly, I haven't had deja vu in a long time. Now, I've had dreams about, you know, like getting a certain feeling and, knowing a certain place. Like, for instance, I had a dream, like, many years ago. That I was gonna work where I'm working now. Now, back then, I didn't think much of it. I'm just like, I'm gonna end up there. But I don't know what that really means right now. I don't. I really don't. But then I got this job, and then boom, deja vu hit like hard. At first, I didn't understand it. It didn't feel right. The place felt alien to me. And then all of a sudden, you know, I started feeling familiar. And I got on the register like, I'd say within the first day. Sure, I was rusty, but I know how to work the register now. So, but it's all good. It's okay. Everything's familiar. It probably has a lot to do with I've never been in this area before, but now I am. I'm glad I am, because it's opened up a lot of opportunities, because, you know, I know at first, if you're sensitive and you have these dreams that tell you, hey, you're going to end up here, or hey, watch out for this, or let's have anxiety on something that's not happening yet. So the anxiety part, you can't run away from fate. So if you are meant to go through something, you're meant to go through it. Avoiding it could either, it's like Russian roulette. It could either be the bullet that gets you, or it will be a situation that you can grow and learn from. So you don't want to cheat yourself out of that. But again, you also don't want to go through living hell. Nobody wants that. I guess you would say that I'm a sensitive, or I'm a psychometrist, I'm an empath, I'm a whole ball of what the fuck. But I just know things, and they're ever rarely wrong. Like, I've told somebody about, I said, your significant other is going to go back to drugs. They're like, no, I don't believe you. What happened? He went back to drugs. If I can't read someone's future, usually it means something very bad or something very good. It's no psychic or reader can honestly tell you your options and all that, and they can't honestly tell you verbatim of what will happen and what is to come, because life in this existence, in this world, is always ever changing. So the sheer fact of knowing your future could change too. You either working towards your future, against your future, or just let the cards fall however they may. And also just the sheer knowledge of knowing your future changes everything. You think it gives you a leg up? Not really. Your life changes right the moment that the psychic tells you. But knowing the future is not useless. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's useless. I'm saying it's good to get a heading of where you're headed. But also if you go to I've had someone, I told their future. I said, this is what's going to happen. But things can change. You just knowing your future just now has changed everything. Well, what is it now? And I'm like, it's going to change again. Why don't you just leave it alone? Leave it alone. This is where you're headed. And then they come back within a couple months, and their boyfriend broke up with them. They're like, you said we were going to get married. I'm like, did I not tell you things can change? Did I not tell you that, whoa, I got dizzy. Did I not tell you that, just knowing your future can change everything? And I asked her an important question. I said, did you do a love spell? She went, well, yeah. And I said, that's why you went belly up. You try to control. You don't want to ever control love. You do not. That's on another topic. So, my best advice is to just take life with a grain of salt and find peace and happiness wherever you can find it in a healthy manner. So, love and light to you all. Hope all is well.